A roundup of the latest news now. Here are our top stories. Israel launches missile strikes against Harry Potter star Emma Watson in Operation Granger, following her Instagram post in solidarity with Palestinians. We'll have a special report. Palestinian prisoner Hisham Abu Hawash ends his 141-day hunger strike after Israel agrees to end his detention without charge. And men's tennis world number one Novak Djokovic is denied an Australian visa, jeopardising his participation in the upcoming Australian Open. More on those top stories to come. First to English actress Emma Watson, who posted a tweet on the 3rd of January expressing support for Palestinians, featuring an image of pro-Palestinian protesters and the words, "Solidarity is a verb." The post resulted in expressions of support for the Harry Potter star and provoked a backlash from others, including Israeli official and former ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, who responded to the tweet by saying 10 points from Gryffindor for being an anti-Semite. Israeli PM Naftali Bennett has now ordered airstrikes against Miss Watson as part of Operation Granger. With me in the studio to discuss Israel's response is Israeli Ministry of Defense spokesman Ofek Anuzi. Ofek, why has Israel taken issue with Miss Watson's post?
Hello, Bob. First of all, I want to make one thing clear. Solidarity is not a verb, it is a noun. So I think the grammar lessons at Hogwarts are clearly not effective, or at least not being taken on board by Hermione Granger, aka Emma Watson. Secondly, Israel has a problem with people who are popular, influential, and pro-Palestinian. If Emma was a low-profile person, no problem. Say what you like, but she has 64 million Instagram followers. That is too much influence, and that is where Israel's propaganda machine, the Hasbara, has an issue. So we mobilized our online task force to counter this threat. But is it fair to call Emma Watson an anti-Semite for expressing support for Palestinians who remain under Israeli occupation and repressive measures? In short, isn't the term anti-Semite being misused by Israel and its allies to shut down legitimate political criticism? Bob, please, this is not your area. Israel is constantly struggling to survive. Online, in the real world, we are always being persecuted, just like our ancestors. So please, don't be influenced by Emma Watson and her people. We are a Jewish state, so criticizing our state is effectively a criticism of Jewish people. Hold on a second. What about the 5.2 million Palestinians living under Israeli occupation, including repressive measures such as arbitrary detentions, house demolitions, military checkpoints, restricted freedom of movement, land annexation, unlawful killings, not to mention the 2 million Israeli Arabs who are citizens of Israel, most of whom are either Muslim or Christian? Where do they fit into the vision of Israel as a Jewish state? Bob, once again, please, the situation in Israel is very complicated, too complicated to explain on this show, so I will not say more. Okay, what about Operation Granger? How is that progressing? We have identified Emma Watson's residences in London and New York. She has also been spending time lately with her fiancé, Leo Robinson, a cannabis dealer in Los Angeles. All of the target properties are in built-up urban areas. Israel is very used to these kind of environments from our bombardment of the Gaza Strip, one of the most densely populated areas on Earth. We are confident that with the latest air-to-surface missile technology, we will soon achieve our objectives. If you kill Emma Watson, where does that leave her family, friends, fans, and the Harry Potter franchise? The Hasbara is already working on a new pro-Israel Harry Potter movie by the name of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Zion. We invited Emma Watson to participate as Hermione, but she declined. So we are giving the role to Gal Gadot instead. Ofek, thank you. Palestinian prisoner Hisham Abu Hawash, who has been held in an Israeli prison without charge for over a year, has ended his 141-day hunger strike
after Israel agreed to his release next month. When he is released, the 40-year-old father of 5, who was close to death, will have been detained without charge for a year and 4 months as part of Israel's controversial administrative detention regime, which allows it to detain prisoners indefinitely and without charge. I'm joined by our political analyst, Flea Alcatraz. Flea, why do you think Israel backed down on this occasion?
Hey, Bob. Well, I think this is an example of where social media and the online world can serve the purpose of putting pressure on people in power to secure positive outcomes. I mean, photos of the very gaunt-looking prisoner were put online throughout, and the eyes of the world were on this guy. In similar fashion, George Floyd's killers would never have been prosecuted, and in fact, much of the world would have been none the wiser were it not for the video footage captured by witnesses at the scene. So, where we're seeing traditional protest, lobbying, and diplomacy failing, social media pressure can succeed. Flea Alcatraz, thank you. And finally, with men's tennis world number 1, Novak Djokovic, having had his Australian visa application declined, jeopardizing his participation in the upcoming Australian Open, world number 6, Rafael Nadal, has criticized the Serbian. He made the following statement from his Melbourne hotel.
Hello everybody. This is Rafa Nadal. Come join the fun. Novak has no vaccination, so he's not allowed into the nation. Decisions have consequences, amigo. Now I have more chance to win. Dios está conmigo. All you needed to do was take some jabs. Your record is level with mine. Not that I'm keeping tabs. I paid Australian immigration to send you back. Isn't that right? Now over to my friend Jack. Yes, sorry mate, you're not allowed in 21 Grand Slams, you're not getting. Medical exemptions don't really apply. So back to Serbia, you gotta fly. Oh yeah mate,